Hi friends! I'd like to share another junk journal that I've made, and I've made this for Tiina Himmanen on YouTube. Hi Tiina! And we're doing a swap, and she made me a beautiful album, and I've already shown the video for that. In July I would have shown that, and it is July now still, but I probably won't have this video up until sometime in August when I know Tiina's received this album in the mail. And this is also one of the albums that I've completed towards my big goal that I had to get a bunch done in July. So this would be the 6th album I've completed. And I'd asked Tiina what she would like, and she said I could do whatever I thought. And a lot of albums I've seen Tiina do lately, she uses a lot of color, and this album doesn't have too much color, so I hope that's okay, Tiina. I see that you also like vintage style as well, and this is more of a vintage style album, junk journal. So for the pages, I have mostly used the Union Square collection from Recollections, and I just really love the colors. And so I've used quite a lot of that for the pages, as well as some plain journaling pages and some stamping throughout. So on the cover, I've got a title plate here, and this is from the Vintage Romance Recollections collection. This is the only piece I got from this collection, and I went back to get some more pieces, and they were on sale, and it was cleared out. The shelf was completely empty. It just like tags hanging. It looked like the Grinch had been through. I thought this would really match the look though, and also Tiina, you can add a title in through the side if you'd like. I've added a few flowers and some little bits of this amber bling I have throughout the book as well. Lace alongside, which you see me do all the time, and I seem compelled to do that, so I'm always doing that. And just a little bit of this nice bronze sort of seam binding ribbon and some lace on the side. And this key is just attached to the string. And this is a metal piece, also Recollections, I think, from this package. I've had this for a while. It's the first time I've had it open. So that was nice product to use. And I also have a couple of these metal roses on the front cover. And they are here and here. So I've just done the tie that I often do as well. And this brad I had in my stash, and has a little bit of red. I thought I would end up with more sort of reds and burgundies on the cover, but you know how these things never, or often don't work out as you plan. So I'll just show you guys throughout, flip through. So I've just added a little bit of lace and some stamping. And this is a piece from a vintage watercolor book I found at a thrift store. And there's a fabric flower here. I think that's also Recollections, and a little bit of a sparkly bling. I just found these centers at a dollar store last week. They're so pretty. And then this page just flips out for more to add a photo or journaling, and there's some silver metallic lace, and the stamp, which is, I think it's Tim Holtz, creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes, art is knowing which ones to keep. I've made a vellum pocket out of a vellum envelope that I have, and just a tag from Papers from the Collection, and a wood veneer butterfly that I've painted black with some copper accents. In the back, I've just added some lace, and I've used the the craft paper cardstock throughout as well. Just some more stamping. I've got this card, this cool vintage image on it. I've also sprayed the papers, the blank papers and the design papers with a homemade sort of a glimmer mist, and it's got gold and bronze glimmers in it, which probably won't show up on the video. And I've also got some plain craft paper and I've sprayed it as well. I wish it would show up. It's quite pretty, subtle but pretty. A little bit of washi tape throughout as well. There's little tags like these throughout on the pages. A lot of them are left open as a tuck spot, and they are from the paper collection. And this is from a vintage book. And some book papers. And I've shown these before. These are papers. I printed out an image of a tea stain, and then the papers are also tea stained and glimmer sprayed as well. Kind of a neat effect. There's some glittery paper, stamping. This is from the collection. I love it. It's the red sparkly accents. This is one of the stamps from Michael's, the $1.50 bin, Capture Every Moment. Just done some, what do you call that? Punching. I punched out the edge there. There's another little image from the collection. This is a card I found a while ago at a vintage or a thrift shop, and just stamped that. And this is from a big silver doily that I have. Have a few of those. Some vellum paper. And I've just made a pocket with this piece and added some lace and a little bit of this amber bling. And just made a card out of one of the pieces cut from the collection. Just a little bit of washi tape in there. And just did some banners from scraps from the collection and some other pieces just on some book paper. And I love these images from a vintage book. So kind of just really pretty. And I just made sort of a belly band here in this one and added a tag. This is a photocopy I made of some old newspaper ads. This is like an old a movie theater ad. Pretty cool. It's another old illustration from a storybook. I think this would be from an old Reader's Digest. And then it's another pocket out of some vellum, and I added a little bit of bling and just made a journaling tag. Some craft paper from some notepads. This is cut out from an old, I'm not sure if it's an old calendar or a little booklet, and I just used washi tape to frame it out. And this is an envelope. So I've also stamped the envelope. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera quite a bit. On both sides, just added a flower, and I've just put a card in there for journaling. The more I make junk journals, the more junk journals I want to make. It's really fun finding all the bits and pieces and putting them together. There's another a piece of from the photocopies of the old newspaper I made for a movie of The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Brought to you by Hires and Orange Crush Products, which is Pop. Did you guys have Hires in the US? That was my favorite root beer. This is actually, I don't know what from, but it was a piece of packaging from some stickers I think I got, and it's got nice clocks on it. This is from an old sample book. Really neat. I like the color combination. I thought it matched. This journal. It's an old postcard I got from the thrift store. And here's I've made a pocket here with this page and just some little bits tucked in here. Added some lace. Little journaling spot from scraps of paper. This is a watercolor from an old book, and I've just made a little card out of it. And a tag. Just plain on the back. And I've got a little stamp of a pretty bird there. And some gold vellum paper. Some more pieces from an old vintage book. Some little doilies. Another card. Love that image. Added a bit of lace and just some washi tape on the inside of it. And I added some design paper on the back. Some more washi tape. Some more lace. This stamp says, "The world of reality has its limits, but the world of imagination is boundless." It's another Tim Holtz stamp. And this is a little envelope that I've covered with the design paper. And just made another cute little journaling tag for the inside. Some punching on this page, and I added a flower. You can see some of the glimmer effect on that page. Here's another pocket that I actually pulled from another old book and stamped it and just added some journaling tags. Love how that turned out. Another one of those movie promos, and a vellum envelope which you can add bits to. Some more journaling papers. And the back is a pocket, and I've got just a cut out of some old watercolors from a book and some journaling tags. And this is some old writing paper I had in my stash. I just thought it would be pretty to add some notes. And there's just some lace here and some bling and the back. So Tiina, I really hope you like your journal. I really, really like making it for you, and thanks guys for watching my video. Take care. Bye.